taking a visit to the Moonshadows Metaphysical Shop in Brantford. And we're going to be talking, Catherine Jujak is going to be talking about the coral color. So let's go in and take a look.
And it's nice and point form. Yeah, I love it.
Ooh, fancy meeting you here.
It's me and my crown. And you know, it's always about the hair. It's always about the hair. So,
Yes.
Oh, so so this article, coral, and you know, coral is a combination of your root chakra and your power center. So it's like what crystals can, you know, be associated with that to do with some healing. And I know in the article, in the pink article, I wrote about how to choose your crystals, but this time I decided to come one step further and to come into the store and have someone help us on how to choose crystals. I do things a little bit differently. I may pick one up and
Who is that?
Kathleen. Who is that? I'm sorry. This is my friend Kathleen. Oh my gosh. I am so sorry.
That's okay.
I just get so excited.
Kathleen
and it's just
who?
like Kathleen Johnson, owner of Moonshadows Metaphysical
Yeah,
Shop.
we'll just let you do the talking.
Yeah.
So,
In Brantford.
in Brantford on Charing Cross Street.
Yes.
So, anyways, yeah, so there's, you know, because there's coral, like, which is actually the coral in the sea, right?
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, we're also working with more so of the color coral. So because, you know, color has vibration, and so when a person sees it, you know, it affects the body. You know, because sound and color, you know, basically the only two things that really get to us. So what is it that we can use other than having to deep dive into finding actual coral? So, so I grabbed some of these. So this is, which one? Oh, I'm going to go with this first one here. Look at this.
The goldstone.
Yeah, so this is goldstone, and it glitters.
Sparkly.
It's very sparkly. So it,
And
and Kathleen is amazing at this stuff, but you know, like with how many gazillion different types of crystals?
There's so many, so I just go on my handy little phone here. And so for healing, helping to keep you calm in stressful environments, revitalizing your energy,
which is the root chakra and the power center. So you know, so there's that.
Helping you release your goals and ambitions.
Ooh.
Yeah.
There's the unstucking.
Boost your confidence. Most of the orange colored stones do. And very protective and has a warm, positive energy. So it's really good.
It is
and
very nice.
Strangely, somebody did tell me, and it's not in books or anything that I've found, but it's supposed to be really good for actors and performers.
Oh.
Well, confidence, right?
Right now.
Confidence.
Did we just lose it in those
movies? And all of that. Yeah.
Wow, that's that one's coming home with me, by the way.
There you go. There you go.
I think your bra's going to be heavy by the time we leave.
And that's what bras are for. They're not to hold the girls, they're to hold the crystals. So, and then this one, I just thought this was
Carnelian. This is Carnelian.
So
beautiful.
It does look a little bit more orange, but it does have that coral hue to it as well. So, and this one is really neat because when I picked it up, and this is how I choose it. When I'm choosing the smaller stones, I'll just hold it, and you know, and if I get my thumb rubbing on it, then I know it's meant to be mine.
Yeah.
So it's
really?
Yeah.
Well,
if you just naturally,
you know, so many people will come in and they'll pick out a stone and they'll say, "It's so weird. I don't like green, but this feels really good." And I'm thinking, yep, because you're feeling the energy of the stone and the frequency and
the vibration from it.
Carnelian is wonderful for confidence, creativity. So I think because
I'm not putting it in my underwear.
Creativity and all of that really good stuff.
Are you looking for some vagina creativity?
Confidence.
You never know.
Oh, isn't this funny? So, okay, I haven't looked it up on this app before, but it says Carnelian is good for live performers.
Oh my gosh, so here's two. So we got the gold stone.
And it helps you make the best life choices.
Oh, that's
yeah,
amazing.
Yeah, the carnelian. I do have another carnelian at home, and it's just like kind of like vanished. So it did its thing, but it was a lot lighter. So that's probably why
You
I
guys are
chose this
welcome
one.
to walk through. You can walk
But
past us.
so there's
We're
two
just
stones.
doing a live video.
So there's
There we go.
2 stones that are coming home now.
And then we've got Sunstone. Are you going to do
Yeah,
that?
is this
or-
the sun?
No, that's Ocean Jasper. This is Sunstone.
Oh, this is the
Oh,
Sunstone.
the little one. Let's see. Okay, good.
So Sunstone, just even in the name, the brightness of the sun energy.
Mm-hmm.
But let me just see what else it says.
So, you know, interestingly enough, holding on to this, I get up out of it.
Well,
so for
yeah,
me,
so
it's
it's
not for me.
everybody. Yeah.
Okay, so is it a natural, like, ooh, I just want to touch this? Like, that's how you know?
Yeah, like it's,
Or if you're walking around the store and you can't feel like you can put it down, like it's coming
Yeah,
home
there's a
with
lot
you?
of times. So, you know, like once again, because everything has the energy and the frequency to it. So this is why when you're wanting to choose crystals and you're not really sure which one's right for you, I'm the, when Kathleen was setting up her store, I was the dabbler and she's got like little bowls and the original, all of these little bowls were like on a little pyramid and I would be playing in each one of them. And that's how I would decide. And then all of a sudden my hand, it would just be like, it would almost like stick to me.
Yeah.
And then I would pick it up, and the moment I started rubbing it, so, you know, other people, you know, they'll hold it and, you know, and say with this, so it's what's right for you. There is no wrong way.
No, like some people just instantly, oh my God, I have to have that.
Yeah.
So,
And they don't know why.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know when I'm walking into a store like this, and maybe some of the people watching this are like, oh, wow. Like, when you take a look around, ooh, like, there's just so much stuff to see. And
Yeah.
is it, like, could the energy of the whole store just knock you off your game a little bit? Or,
Yeah.
or do you actually
some
can hone
some
in?
people find it extremely intense. Some people start crying for no reason. It's a release. So, you know, or, oh, it just feels so good in here.
this is what I normally do when because of the frequency where I vibrate at, normally stuff doesn't bother me, but there are occasions that I'll come in here because of who's been in here and whatever stones or whatever that, you know, has been brought in, I will grab something black because it grounds you. It's just like poof.
Oh.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it grounds you. So, you know, so if you're finding that you're trying to find a stone or a crystal that's good for you and everything becomes overwhelming, grab one of the black stones. Tourmaline,
Obsidian
jet,
is
anything
fantastic,
like
yeah.
black. And then, you know, go around and choose it because you've grounded yourself. It's almost like clearing your energy space so that the energy of that crystal is just working with you.
So it's like in between smelling a candle, you're smelling the coffee beans. So like maybe, woo,
Yes,
nice
yes,
catch.
that's
So-
exactly,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
a great way
Yeah.
to explain it.
Yeah,
That
perfect.
makes a lot of sense.
It
I've
does,
never
it
heard
does.
anybody say that before, but yeah, for sure.
Oh, so this is peach moon. Okay, I've never heard of
Peach Moonstone.
peach moonstone. I can't talk today.
Okay,
This is
let's
what-
see that one.
Yeah, this is what happens to
I
me.
love that one. I love
That's
the spheres.
gorgeous. Yeah. look
Yeah,
at
they're amazing. So that one's called what again?
peach moonstone.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Moonstone is for feminine, all your feminine, like fertility or feminine
that
issues.
goddess energy?
Yeah, goddess
Yeah.
energy. It's really, really good.
that's a beautiful specimen.
Yeah,
It
that's
is.
a lovely little setup right there.
It is. It's beautiful. Yeah.
And almost like it's not going in my bra.
Yeah,
That would
that
just
might
be weird.
drop.
And it
That would be
helps
weird.
develop clairvoyance.
Oh.
You don't need
So-
that. And enhances psychic abilities, aids calming of emotions, aids in dream work.
Sweet.
But
So-
yeah, but you need to look them up on lots of places because
Yeah.
you know there's a lot of information. It's
Yeah.
for one stone. That's why I'm kind of using this because I'm
Yeah.
a little bit nervous.
No need to be nervous.
Now the other thing, other than candles or other than crystals, is candles as well. So a lot of people, they use candles. They, you know, and also once again, it's the colors. You know, people, you know, have the different chakra candles, the different colors to burn them for whatever, you know, whatever that is. Red for your root chakra, combinations depending on how you're feeling. Once again, it's all about the vibration, the frequency of it.
Yep.
So
and the vibration of the oils that are used. in
yeah,
it. Yeah.
So,
Right, because you make these, right?
Not these ones. I don't. I bring these ones in because they're fantastic.
But you,
they're
I've
wonderful
got
candles.
your whole little,
Yep,
like
those-
here.
These are the chakra
These
candles.
are the chakra candles.
Yep.
And these are handmade by you. And there's like, I wish you could see this. Like, oh, there you can. The glitter inside just makes the magic happen, I think.
oh yeah,
Well, I sparkle everything with fairy dust.
she does, including herself when we at times. Yeah, so it's so there's you know, so there's and it's interesting because compassion and mother. So the red is you know, it deals with mother energy. It's the root, it's support. And then, you know, and then you got the compassion when you're starting to move up the chakras,
yeah.
and that. So, you know, like it's a combination of everything. So even holding these, like even holding the colors is amazing. So another one that is really good is, I just don't know what to grab, is Himalayan bath salt.
Yeah.
Even like some of them can be pink, some of them can be more on that corally peachy color. So. But you know, so Himalayan salt is really good for detoxing and stuff.
Yes.
But once again, you know,
Well,
it's
salt.
the heart.
So, yeah.
So you know, and being that salt.
So why would you have what are the bars for? Like, would you use them as a deodorant, or you use them as like in the shower?
I use it in the shower. Yeah.
And it actually, like, instead of other soap, or
Yeah, it's a salt bar, so it in a way it's an exfoliator too,
Okay,
right?
okay.
Yeah, but salt is really good for protection and grounding and you know, all of that good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's cool.
So yeah, and then
What's this one?
Sex on the Beach.
Oh yes, I picked that one specifically.
And of course it's that color.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
I
Even smells like it.
yeah.
So this is one of your handmade soaps or candles.
Candles.
Yeah.
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 I make them
Yeah.
all here.
And I love that you put the
Sniff-a-vision.
little Sniff-a-vision. Yeah.
Yeah, all
Ooh.
of my candles have crystals in
Yeah.
them except for the little tiny spa lights.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have one of Kathleen's big chakra candles, and as it burns down, it releases all the different scents from from that color.
Yeah.
But there's also a crystal in each layer.
Oh,
So yeah, so
look
by
at
the time
you.
you're done, the candle, I mean, you got this gorgeous little array of crystals. So
Nice.
yeah, and those are great because those are, you know, and they're always infused with the energies and everything. So it's so you can get these, you know, you can do that in so many different ways. You know, so when you're working with energy, like energy is exactly what it is. It's energy. It's a vibration. So when you're looking for crystals, you know, the biggest suggestion is don't do it when you're in a rush.
Oh,
But
yeah,
I can guarantee.
no, you need
Well,
to take your
what is the
time.
longest I've been in the store just shopping for a crystal? 4 hours.
Yeah.
So it's like a hangout place here.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. And the energy is incredible as well.
Yeah.
But you also will find out where you're at in your life by the crystals that you choose.
And we tell, like, when they come with a crystal, we tell them what it does, what it's good for, and they go, "Oh my God, I need that." And I'm like, "Yes, you do," and you already knew you did.
Yeah.
That's
So,
Carnelian.
yeah, the Carnelian Pendulum.
Oh, it's doing its thing right there with
Yes,
you.
it is.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes.
For me, the yes is back and forth.
Oh, is it?
As I smack myself
Is
in
yours
the face.
yes? And
Yes,
no?
yeah.
That's what mine is too.
Yeah, mine is.
Yeah.
My yes is. I'm just going to do it this way. My yes is back and forth.
Yeah.
It's just like you're
It's like
nodding.
you're nodding
and
your
then
head
no
saying yes.
is for me is clockwise, and it's just like no.
Yeah.
And when it goes counterclockwise for me, it is basically pack your bags and run. Yeah. So
Okay,
it's
well,
all
first
different.
of all, people may not know what the heck that thing is. So
Oh.
you want to just
Yeah, it's a
explain that?
pendulum. Yeah, and it's people use it for dowsing. This is a great way to practice and understand on how the energy, universal energies work. It's one of the first tools.
Well, it's
I
your
guess.
higher self, right?
Yeah.
which is
So you would ask it a question, or
absolutely.
yeah.
But you always have to ask it. I always say
Yeah.
to ask, to show me yes, to show me no. I ask it every time, even though it's always the same for me.
Yeah.
But I do recommend that you do that, and you just want to make sure that you're in a bubble of white light, and you're only getting answers from higher self, source.
Yeah. And
Not,
that they
not
are-
the other side.
Yeah.
And
Could,
So,
could,
like
could
I
that
just asked
come
if
into
I-
play? Like if you're not setting the intention beforehand, could
Oh,
you
you
get?
should
Hugely,
always
always.
set the intention. Always.
Okay,
Like,
and what does set the intention look
sim-
like?
I just simply asked if I can use this because it's not my pendulum. So I kind of was calibrating it because you have to calibrate it because it's different for everybody. So when you first are working, the first thing I do is when I get a new pendulum is I set it next to Salonite, which is a white and it's like one of the biggest, strongest cleansing crystals. And I have selenite everywhere. You know, I carry it in my bag, I have it in my truck, I have it everywhere because even a little tiny piece does such a huge, huge area. So when I, if I decide to get a new pendulum, yes.
Selenite. So selenite doesn't need to be cleansed, and it cleanses all the crystals.
Okay.
So
Yeah, so I would lay it.
that's a charging plate.
Yeah, so I would just lay it on there. So anybody else that may have touched that pendulum while it was hanging in the store, it's taking all of it away and making it neutral. So and because I've got this crazy way of doing it immediately, so then I just take it and then I'll say show me my yes response.
Yes. Yeah.
So and that's what I was doing. It was just like show me my yes response.
Yeah.
So you got your swing, you got your nod.
Yeah. And then I always say thank you. After
me too.
after
Me
you
too.
ask a question and you receive your answer, you say thank you, it'll stop immediately.
Oh.
Yeah.
Then I'll say show me my no response.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Yeah, if you can see that is now doing the clockwise circle.
And we clear the crystals before they leave here as well.
Ooh, it's getting big. Okay.
So and there I just said thank you and boom.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good to
So
know.
you
I've never
you
done
say
that.
it in your mind, and it's
So
Yeah.
So one way of doing it, when I very first started to play around with this as a child, I just started asking it to see if it would actually work. Is just like, is my name George?
Oh, yes, that's right. Yes. Just testing it. Is this
Yep.
calibrating it? Like, or
Yep.
is that what you call? So that's a no. It's doing the circle.
Yep. They're very accurate.
Oh.
Yeah. And then is my name Catherine?
No, that took a while.
Well, yeah, but when you own a pendulum, you keep it on yourself.
Yep.
You spend time with it, and it becomes more in tune to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is how also there's people that I have spoken to and a lot of my clients, when I say their name, they're going, I've never liked my name. It doesn't fit me. It doesn't feel right. So I would say to them, well, let's just douse that and just to show them. So I always have one in the sanctuary, and I always have it sitting next to Salonite, and I have them go through and calibrate it very, very quickly, and then I'll say, ask if that's your real name. And 9 times out of 10, it'll say no.
Yeah.
And so and then I'll ask them, so what name do you feel like? And I have a client, her birth name, I guess you call it, is Carrie, but she's never resonated with that. And ever since she was a child, Lucy.
Oh.
Really?
Yep. And since when she steps into Lucy, her world just poof. And
Because she's in her own
she
power
is,
and
yeah,
her own self.
exactly. And since she stepped into that, and that's her, it's her business name as well. But her business is just like boom.
Wow.
And when she wants to be just down on this plane, if you want to put it that way, grounded, she goes and she uses the name Carrie.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Pardon
so,
Okay. All right.
So-
Thank you.
But
I might have to pop away
yeah.
and put things through.
So, but yeah, so that.
Yeah, that's
So
Oh,
very
that's
good.
amazing. That's a little dowsing lesson.
Yeah.
And
And you can-
and what was the name of that stone?
This is
again?
carnelian.
Okay, so when you are choosing a pendulum, and they come, they're right here, so they're in different crystals and. Oh, you can do it over there. That never works. For
Look
me.
at them all start to move. Yeah, they're all.
It's hard to see because of the background, but
Yeah.
so is that how you would test it? Like just put your hand underneath and see which one starts rocking?
I always say a pendulum finds you.
Exactly.
You don't find the pendulum.
Yeah.
So there will be one that just stands out, and sometimes people come in and none of them are resonating. So
Yeah.
I say then today's not the day to buy a pendulum.
Yeah.
Maybe come back, see if I got some new ones in.
Some people, like my husband, when he chooses his, he puts his hand under it like that, and he can feel like hot, like somebody's poking him.
Really?
With heat, and that's when he knows. Like I absolutely adore this one. This is a scrying, for scrying. So if you're looking for, because of the nice point, and so it's just like I want that, but it does not absolutely nothing for me.
Yeah.
And that's why I do both right and left hand. So, it's not doing either or. So I know that it isn't meant for me.
When I use my pendulum, but everybody's different. It's
Yeah.
gotta feel right for you as a person. But what
Exactly.
I do is I always hold my hand underneath when I
Yeah.
use it.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I normally do too.
Yeah,
But,
so it's like-
unless I'm scrying.
Yeah. So it's like
Yep.
it's going through like
Yep,
that.
so it's
Yeah,
just
scrying will be in a different episode of this little video.
Well, that's when I'll bring in my, I don't know, it's an obsidian ball and it's this big.
Wow.
I had another one in the store, but somebody took it away, and it's amazing. Yeah, for scrying. Yeah.
Okay. Is there any other coral stones? Any other little bit? Oh, the pyramid there. We did
Oh
not
yes,
talk about that.
this is.
Are you all set?
Oh, no. My son's doing a reading. I'm just looking around
Oh.
now, learning about pyramids.
Oh, there you
I
go.
don't-
Yeah.
This is
Oh,
ocean.
good,
This
good,
is
good.
ocean
Oh, it's a
jasper.
class. It just turned into a class.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, and that's what happens with us.
Yes.
So this is ocean jasper. Pyramids hold a really amazing frequency because of the angles. There, there's people that you may see that have got our friend Larry Campbell. He has a copper pyramid that he built, and I was explaining
you
it
sit
to
in?
Yep.
Yeah.
And if there's something going on with you, the moment that you sit in there, it's just
It's
like
amazing.
Kathleen has experienced it. Other people have got smaller ones, and you'll see like little tiny ones built, not necessarily out of copper, but it's the dimensions. And so I've got a shungite pyramid that I literally carry around the house with me, and shungite is very grounding. It's good for EMFs, and so it might spend a week by my nightside table. It might spend some time in the office. It might spend some time in the kitchen, because you listen to it. It tells you where it needs to be.
Yeah.
And and I find, I don't know how it is for you, but I find with pyramids, they need to be moved here and there because of the energies. It also, what I notice, I just realized this. Look at me go. I just realized that mine switches wants to be changed on the moon phases.
Really?
Oh, look at that.
Wow.
Interesting.
I know. So now I'm going to have to go home and really pay attention to that. So, but yeah, pyramids are extremely powerful, and they're amazing.
Recently, I have seen people with their phone stands being amethyst or being a crystal. Are people putting them on the backs of their phones now to sort of cancel out the
EMFs.
Shungite.
Yeah, EMFs.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shungite.
is that what you've got?
Yeah.
Is that it there?
Shungite. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all
And
scratched.
what is that doing? It's like
It's protecting me from the EMF.
Oh,
It
okay.
helps you to diffuse it. Shungite, and there's also certain sacred geometry symbols that do it, because once again, we're working with energy, and it's all in the flow of it. I've actually got a word on the back of mine that cancels everything out. It also is a massive protector.
Ooh.
So so
You want
it's
us to say what the word is, or
it's seaport, and it's I am a get get my words, Catherine. Find your words. Oh Lord, love duck. I got seaport in my brain now. So,
Seaport.
and that's the Ho'oponopono. That's from, there we go. Now I remembered it. I'm a Ho'oponopono practitioner as well. So, but that's one of their words that I never thought, I knew that words have, they do have frequency, they do have vibration. That's why you have to be very
we should
careful.
do the numerology on that word then.
So I'm going to.
Yeah.
So that's why it's so important to be careful on how you speak to people. So that, and I have that word and everywhere. I have it in my house, I have it everywhere.
So the Salonite is what
Selenite
is
Yeah.
what you put on the phone? And
No. Shungite.
Oh, shungite.
Shungite.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's a black stone.
Okay, it's
Yeah.
a black stone.
Yeah.
And did you just glue it on there? Or is
It has a sticker on it.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
Specifically for the phone.
Specifically for the phone
Oh.
or laptop or iPad.
Like your computer in your office?
Yeah.
And does the size matter? Like, would that do like my big huge monitor at
Let's
home?
say it. Size always matters.
Oh my God, I totally walked into that
You
one.
did.
It totally does. Yeah. I used to think that it didn't, but moldavite, for instance, it does make a big difference because the bigger the piece, the spacier I'll get.
Oh.
I have moldavite.
Yeah, so it's with selenite. I did a lot of research on selenite because I've got selenite literally everywhere in my house. In the sanctuary, it's in the walls, it's in the paint, it's in the floor, and I have a very tiny piece selenite because of the frequency of it. One little itty bitty piece does my whole truck.
It's very
Oh.
expensive. Very expensive.
Oh wow, it is.
Well, it only comes from the Czech Republic. It's called a tektite, which means meteorite has hit the earth
Okay.
and created this stone, moldavite.
Wow.
Yeah,
And
and
there's
I-
other tektites as well.
Yeah.
There's Libyan glass. There's
I have a big piece of tektite where it actually and that's what it is, moldavite, where it's actually stretched. And I got mine years and years and years ago before anybody even knew what it was about. So, but and I use that one very sparingly.
So it's
because
it's
it is.
basically almost completely done. Like the mining is almost completely done. So this is actually an investment, I think.
Yeah.
But it's a really
Powerful.
stone. Yeah.
Yes, this is the
Wow.
green.
Well, let me
one.
show you with my flashlight.
Took it away.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's
This is how cool this is. Watch this.
Okay, let's put it.
I just felt like Chris Angel. Watch.
Okay, well, what? I want to put it. I'm going to
You know how
set
he
it
always
on
says
top
that?
of
I haven't seen
something.
him for years.
Okay, so let's put it on
I
this
just need
white.
to get my flashlight, and it's being a bugger.
Okay, so there's its little bag. So this little piece is $390 Canadian. An investment, as moldavite is becoming extinct, I guess, mined fully, right?
Yep. It only comes from one place. So see how transparent it is?
Oh my gosh, look at that!
It's magical.
Yeah, see, mine's so dense.
Oh
it's
wow,
black.
when you
Yeah.
take
Not
it
like
off,
that.
Yeah.
it
Looks
100% looks black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you put it back on.
And you have to
Look
be
at that.
careful. There's a lot of fake moldavite out right now. So,
If it's cheap,
if
be
it's
wary.
cheap, you know that it's not real. Like it
Is
can't-
that a way to test if it's real? Like if a cheap.
You can actually, you can see things like, I highly doubt a fake moldavite will
glow like that.
do the glow. Yeah.
Will
yeah.
look so
I've
black.
never had a pice of fake moldavite.
Ooh. Maybe we should get a piece of fake one so you
I
can.
was
Maybe
just
there
gonna
is a
say,
way.
Oh, I'm sure that there is.
No.
Now, do you do payment plans?
You do.
And it's an amazing stone and
Wow.
super
That's
high.
really neat. I've
well,
never
it's
seen anything like.
extraterrestrial, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's otherworldly.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's cool.
Okay.
Hello there.
So, what else do we have? Now, take your shopping for later, Missy.
Yes, ma'am.
Back to
She's
Coral.
so bossy. Yeah, so,
Okay, I think we've discovered pretty much.
Yeah, and there's just different ways of wearing the coral so that you have, bracelets. I don't have little tiny wrists, so this for me is a ring.
These are only $5. They're and they're genuine gemstone.
Earrings.
Right. So you've
Yeah.
got like the candles you can burn, the stones that you can sit near you. You've got the pyramid, the soap, and jewelry, and
Yeah.
the pendulum.
And the pendulum. There's so many different ways of using crystals, and so that. But once again, what may
Well,
work for me.
Yes,
Yeah.
I noticed that.
Yeah, what may work for me may not work for you
yeah.
or for you, and
Yeah.
everybody's different. And this is why I say to people, like, if somebody says you have to put it this way, that is when you ask why, because it might be working for them, but it might not work for you. Always
right.
ask why the moment that somebody says you have to,
Yeah.
because you don't have to. You know, it's just like if Kathleen said you have to put this on a stand. My first question, and she knows me only too well, she would not even ask that because she knows I turn into a 2-year-old. Why? And so
So it's about what's good for you, what feels
exactly
good for you.
because because everybody's energy is different.
Yeah.
And you will vibrate, and and it depends on what frequency where you're vibrating at.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
yeah. So it's great. It's
Well,
fun.
and some of them aren't overly
Some of-
pretty, like
yeah.
shungite. Shungite is just
yeah, it's
like
not
a
it's
matte
a not
black.
yeah, it's not pretty at all. I mean, like some of them are just like bleh.
Let's go for a little walk back here because I'm
So here's Tektites over here.
okay. Let's go.
So
Let's
these
go.
are a Tektite. See?
Yeah, see that's
So
what mine's like.
We'll do the little test again.
Okay.
Yeah, see mine is a big long one like that.
See?
Oh, that's got a bit of a goldy
Yeah.
glow to it.
Yeah.
I've never taken a flashlight tonight. I'm gonna
Wow.
have to.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is really neat.
Yeah, like mine is
neat.
really thick.
Like, see, it's dense here, so you can't
Yeah, but you
see.
can just-
But you see?
Look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's a glass. It became a glass when the
Oh.
meteorite
Yeah.
landed on the Earth. So that's how it works.
Wow.
Yeah. And here's shungite. Not very pretty, but it's a powerful stone to protection and EMF and all of that good stuff.
So yeah, so that's yeah, so
And
that's
there's lots of
this is
tungsten
a
stones.
Reader's Digest version of
Oh
everything.
wow! Like look at all of these.
One minute, I have to put my keys in my.
So next issue we're going to be talking about orange. So I think we'll be back. We'll find all the orangey ones and talk about what is it, creativity and sacral, like mother womby kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be
Saging. We've got saging. Ooh, I saw this earlier.
Oh, Palo Santo.
Palo Santo.
Oh, is
Oh,
that a
Holywood.
tree?
Holywood, yeah.
Yeah.
Holywood.
When you burn that,
It's from Peru, and they only take the fallen branches on the ground. They do not cut trees to get your Palo Santo.
Okay.
And it smells amazing. It's really good.
Is it used for saging? Like a different?
You can use it for cleansing as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just light it and just let it burn because it's just got, especially if I'm feeling really out of sorts.
Yeah.
I'll light some up, or you had some oil at one time that
Yes, yeah.
I would just maybe put a drop of oil into the diffuser because it's really great for me.
Oh, so
for
this comes in an
grounding.
oil and also the incense behind you, right? I
Yeah.
think I saw it there too. Yeah.
Yep. There's
Okay.
Palo Santo
I like the
incense.
real stuff.
I like
though,
the real stuff
because
too.
this is all you have to
And
do.
you burn it? Do you burn that or you just
yeah,
smell
we
it?
burn it.
It's
You light it?
sniff-o-vision. Sniff it.
Okay, here, sniff-o-vision again. Ooh. Yeah, it does. It smells like
Oh, it's heaven.
so peaceful.
Yeah, it is.
When I try to burn mine, the flame comes and then the smoke, but it dissipates like really fast and just ashy.
That's what Palo Santo does.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
it doesn't stay lit like an incense stick.
Okay.
So you light it and you let that smoke, cleanse, on yourself or around.
I
And
thought mine was broken.
no, and so
Yeah.
one
My
of these,
wood is broken.
One of these lasts a really long time.
I've had
Yeah.
some, like for some readings, depending on what it is I've taken one, that's why I need more, and I just like shaved it down and I would put it into a small bowl and I would just leave it burning because it would, because it was all shaved down, so the little bits and pieces would keep going. But as soon as that person was, whatever that energy was around them, as soon as that would go out, I knew that it was done with. So, yeah.
And I have had one that has actually completely burned because it was needed
Big
in the
time.
space.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm not
oh,
really
so
good at
maybe
looking-
because it's going out, you're cool with just that amount,
You're
right?
right.
Yeah.
And I'm not. Yeah. Okay. I'm so new reading signs and all that. Yeah. I know.
You have to start somewhere, and
Yes.
questions are great.
And,
Yeah.
and you never stop learning.
No,
Never.
That's what
Never.
I'm finding. There's always
Never.
a little rabbit hole to go down
Oh,
to.
Yeah.
always.
But then
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
a lot
I
of,
never come out of the rabbit hole.
Me
Because
neither.
when I was researching that, I got the bad side of it. And then that kind of threw me in a loop because I was like, because it went really, it's not your culture, don't do it. It's,
And that's why it's always good to look at both sides of everything. Because wherever there is dark, there's always going to be a lighter. Wherever there's wrong, there's always the right. Wherever there's a lie, there's always truth.
Yeah.
So in anything that you're doing, always look at both sides of it, because then you come to what's right for you. It's the only way that you can really know what is truly for you and not given to you by someone else to do, so to speak.
Oh my God, no wonder you're in here for 4 hours every time.
I'm telling you.
Sometimes I just give impromptu readings as I'm going around. It's just like, here's my card.
I'm very, very fortunate that I have many very gifted people come in here and do things like that. And it's awesome.
Yeah. I think these stores really bring that out in people.
Yeah.
And then this is my friend Heather.
Oh,
Hi, Heather.
Hi, Heather. Hi, Dream Builder Coach Heather, coming into the Metaphysical Shop to hang
All
out.
of you without masks.
Yeah, we're not.
Oh, well,
Okay, so
Sorry about that, guys.
we're just gonna end this up because we're at 35 minutes now.
Yeah.
So
Sounds
Wow,
good.
that went
So-
fast.
yeah, it did
so
go
that's
fast.
so that's how, you know, like really shopping for crystals. Make it fun, but don't do it when you're in a hurry. There's also a lot of people that they wait until they're like ready to go off the deep end, or they're so frustrated. So I always suggest, you see a metaphysical shop, stop in and talk with the crystals. Talk with the person that is, you know, in the store. They know better. And well, I don't know. And I know at this time it's kind of difficult. You know, with touching certain things, if you're not sure, just graze your hand in and around it. If you're able to pick it up and put it next to your heart. But the biggest thing is, if you see something and you just ask in third person, you know, I'll use my name, going, Catherine, is this something that you need at this moment? And immediately an answer, even before you finished asking the question, is going to come in as a yes and no. I tell this to everybody. It's so important, especially when you're choosing something like that, because crystals are, you know, they're an important part of our life. And the other part is that someday you'll go to get a crystal and it's like disappeared off the face of the earth, or you're
That
carrying
happens.
one.
Yes, that does
You're carrying
happen.
one and it gets lost. And
Or
it's-
it might reappear.
yeah, and it's like there's times if you lose a crystal, because you never lose it, it's always meant for somebody else.
That's what I always say. I say even a piece of jewelry or whatever,
Yeah,
somebody needed it more than I did.
exactly.
Yeah.
So, because nothing is ever truly lost.
No.
oh my goodness, this is
No,
awesome.
No, nothing is ever truly lost, except my mind. But then
But
again,
good friends. Good friends.
Yep,
Yeah,
good friends.
Absolutely.
Amazing.
thank you for
Thank
letting us
you.
bombard your store on one of your busiest days.
Yes, it is one of my busiest days. Yeah.
Well, that's
So-
good. It's I'm happy to see it busy. I'm happy to
Yeah.
see people back out and, you know, being able to explore businesses again.
Yes.
And I got to do some shopping too.
Yes, we both did. Look,
Yeah.
there's your haul. Got some smudgy stuff, and then there's my little chakra line up there. Nice. Okay. So,
Yeah.
thanks.
Yeah,
I'm so
thank
excited
you.
to have this conversation in the magazine.
Awesome.
And we'll maybe see you in 3 months.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That sounds great. Thank you.
I'll be more prepared at all this.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.